Well, hello there, PokeMoshPit. My name is TrainerCoolT, and today I'll be bringing you guys an Ubers match I had against DualShock from the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. This is actually a very, very close match, which is why I am showing you guys today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the match, shall we? Alright, so with that awesome new background, I'm going to lead off with my Tyranitar. He's going to decide to lead off with this Arceus Steel form. Now, I decided to stay in just because I want to get my Stealth Rocks up, and I actually am wearing the Focus Sash. So no matter what, I am going to be living a hit from this thing. If you decide to go for Brick Break or Iron Head, both are super effective, and both will probably bring me down to the Sash. But he goes for Iron Head. Doesn't even bring me down to my Sash, which is surprising. That just shows the awesomeness of Tyranitar. It takes a stab Iron Head super effectively. I'm not even running any defense EVs, I don't think. I don't think I'm running any defense EVs, so that's kind of impressive that it didn't even bring me down to my Sash. But anyway, I see that he keeps going for Iron Head, so I figured that he's probably going to go for another one. So I decided to bring in my Mantine, my Kyogre, just to, resist the hit and whatnot. So I go for Thunder. I thankfully get the paralysis. I don't think this Arceus carries extreme speed. I didn't really see it throughout the entire match, and I really don't think that he carries it. So, since I know that he's paralyzed, and I know that he's probably not going to want to stay in to take another Thunder or go for anything else because he knows it won't be doing that much, I'm actually going to double switch, or switch while I know he's going to switch into my Tyranitar. And he actually switches into his Chansey, which I was kind of predicting. I had a sneaking suspicion he would go into that. So, I'm going to go for a low kick. Chanseys aren't that heavy, surprisingly, even though it looks kind of fat. Yeah, Chansey's pretty fat. But anyway, I go for a low kick, and it doesn't even do that much. And he actually goes for the Heal Bell, healing up his Arceus, which is, it kind of sucks. But I'm going to go for a Crunch, hoping it'll do a little more, just because I thought I thought it would do a little bit more than low kick, if that makes any sense. It probably does. Anyway, he's gonna go for a soft boiled. I find that his moveset is kind of just a stallish set, so I believe on this turn I actually decide to go into my Excadrill. Yes, I do. I decide to go into my Excadrill, knowing that I can take a Toxic from this thing. I can take a Seismic Toss. I can take a Thunder Wave if he wants to go for that, and he has soft boil and Heal Bell, so I know I'm pretty much safe going into this thing. This thing is complete setup fodder for my Excadrill. This is actually a a bulk E set. I have a lot invested into HP, which means it's actually going to be able to live Seismic Tosses while having a sub up, which is very, very nice. So I decided to go for a substitute here. In comes Kyogre to, I guess, stop my sweep, to stop my Sand Rush ability from activating. But I don't really mind, because I know a Stab Earthquake will do quite a lot. I decided to go for a Swords Dance here, just to see if I'm faster than this thing, just to see what kind of set it is. But he actually goes for the Roar. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting Calm Mind if he was slower, or just a defensive set in general. I wasn't expecting Roar, or else I would have went for the Earthquake. But anyway, he roars me out into a Palkia. This is actually my Specs Palkia. I'm going to fire off a Draco Meteor here. I just want to see how much it'll do. I know Kyogres are very, very specially bulky, so I know it won't one-hit KO it, definitely. But I know it will, do quite a lot because I am Specs. But he actually goes for the Thunder Wave, another move I wasn't expecting from this thing. I've never seen a Parashuffling Kyogre in my life, so excuse me for not noticing it or being aware of it. But yeah, so he's deciding to switch out into his Steel Plate Arceus to resist, I guess, expecting me to go for another Draco Meteor. But I guess, knowing his set, and knowing that he's not going to go for a Scald on a Palkia, I'm going to switch into my Excadrill. He decides to go for the Earthquake. I know I can live this hit because I am invested a lot into defense and HP. So I'm going to go for an Earthquake. I was hoping that this would take it out because I'm also running quite a bit of attack investment on this thing, but actually it's not going to take it out. The lack of attack investment on this thing is going to cost me. It's actually going to cost me my Tyranitar, because now, if I want to take this thing out, then I am going to have to set up my Sand. Basically, what I do here is I'm going to sack my Tyranitar so I can set up my Sand Rush again, or set up the Sand for my Excadrill Sand Rush, so I can come in and revenge kill it. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to fodder off my Tyranitar and go into my Excadrill and take it out with an Earthquake. This Arceus actually became more of a threat than I really thought it would be, so getting rid of it now is basically the better option here. But now, in comes his Kyogre, I guess, to get rid of the sand and, you know, just be a threat to me. But here, I'm going to stay in because he is running a T-Waving, you know, Parashuffling set, so I thought I was faster than this thing because I'm running a very weird set on this thing. I was actually running a little bit of speed EVs, so I thought I'd be able to outspeed him, but in fact he just takes me out. So damn it, that sucks. I guess he knew that he was faster. Maybe he is running a speedy Kyogre, but anyways, nonetheless, I am going to bring in my Arceus now. Revenge kill it and take it out with an extreme speed. I'm actually running a Silk Scarf Arceus, so yeah, those extreme speeds are going to be hurting. But anyway, in comes Chansey now. I'm going to set up a Swords Dance in its face because I know it's probably running either T-Wave or Toxic. It's not going to be able to burn me in any way. So this thing's basically going to be set up fodder. So he goes for Toxic. I'm quite alright with that actually because I can set up another one and he really doesn't have anything to do to me. So he's going to go for a Soft Boiled, I guess expecting me to attack him, expected to live the hits, but I decided to go for another Swords Dance. So what I decided to do here is I decide to go for an extreme speed instead of setting up again. Now you're going to see that this is actually going to affect me in the next coming turn because he has a Giratina, and I really thought that a +4 Shadow Claw from an Arceus Adamant, not running Life Orb, and that's probably why what you're going to see here is going to happen. So in comes Giratina now. I thought that a +4 Night Slash should be able to, or not Slash, Shadow Claw, that's my bad, would take this thing out from full health, you know, after Stealth Rocks, but in fact it lives. Now I'm expecting that after, or if I was running, you know, Life Orb, I would be able to take it out, which that kind of sucks. But anyways, I digress. He decides to go for a Dragon Tail, getting rid of my +4, and that kind of sucks. Now here, I'm just going to stay in just in case he decides to go for a Dragon Tail. I will be faster than him. I will be able to fire off a Draco, or I think I went for Spacer Ren that turn because, you know, Dragon Tail has a negative priority and whatnot. But anyway, he decides to take me out the Draco Meteor, and now I find this to be the perfect opportunity to go into my Mantine. So I guess I decided to go for a Thunder here just because I know he has a Palkia. And if I would have went for, you know, Surf or even Ice Beam, which is weaker than Thunder, then that wouldn't have been the better option. So, you know, Thunder, I guess, was. So, in comes Palkia, like I said. I am running a Scarfed Kyogre, so I thought I could outspeed, but I guess he is running a Scarfed Palkia, and he's going to be able to take me out with a Thunder, and down goes Mantine. No! But since the rain is up, I'm actually going to send in my other Pokemon that benefits from the weather, and that is my Kabutops. Now, I'm going to go for a Stone Edge. It is the strongest move I have to hit this thing, and I really want to get this thing low enough so I can come in with Arceus and take it out with an extreme speed. So that's what I decided to do. I know I'm going to die after a Thunder, but now I'm going to bring in GG no Re. Now here, I'm going to go for an extreme speed. And I thought that I won the game because I kind of forgot what his last Pokemon was. I thought it was weakened. I wasn't paying attention, and I actually thought I had this game in the bag. But as you're going to see here, he is going to have the Mewtwo. And I thought that Mewtwo was kind of frail, so I'm like, yeah, maybe I can take this thing out with an extreme speed. I am still Scarf, I am Adamant, I am an Arceus with his Stab, but Mewtwo is a very, very legendary Pokemon, and he's gonna take, like, I don't even know, like a third from that extreme speed, and he is going to take me out with an Aura Sphere, and Arceus was my last one, so that is going to be the game, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this match, I highly recommend you guys subscribe to PokeMoshPit if you haven't already, like this video, and if you like this narration, go ahead and check out my channel. Its link will be in the description below. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it out of me. I will see you guys later. Alright? Bye.